Coordinated, Episode 179, AP Score Reports.
Greetings, AP coordinators. I'm Derek Cometa, former AP coordinator, now Director, AP Coordinator Experience for the AP program.
And I'm Rachel McBride, School Counselor and AP Coordinator. Thanks for joining us on Coordinated, the podcast for AP coordinators.
This is the right place to be if you want conversation that is encouraging, helpful, collaborative, and sometimes just a little funny.
Hang on tight, my friends. It's time to get started. You are about to get coordinated.
Greetings, AP coordinators. Thanks for joining another special summer episode of Coordinated. Speaking of summer, Rachel is off this week. She is fully embracing summer vacation. And speaking of special, we have a very special guest today, my friend, really everyone's friend at this time of year, our friend and colleague, Alice Safford, Senior Director, AP Score Reporting.
Hey, Derek. Thanks for having me back on the show.
Actually, thank you for making the time. I know this is a very busy time of the year for you and your team. It's time to, quote unquote, release the reports. That makes it sound pretty exciting, like a summer blockbuster movie.
That's a pretty good comparison. AP Score Reports do have an official release date, just like the summer movies. Our release date is July 5th, 2023. That is the day that AP Score Reports for exams taken in May 2023 are available to students, schools, and districts. The roster and student reports provide teachers, school administrators, and district administrators with student-level data. That data is organized by school and subject, and schools can customize reports to suit their needs.
That's fantastic. And a link to the score report website is in the, did I remember? Let me check. Yes, confirmed. Link is in the show notes. And access to your score reports, Alice?
Well, there are important updates to the process this year for some school administrators.
This sounds like I should be paying close attention.
Right. Access codes will now be required at the beginning of the school year for some school administrative staff to maintain access to score reports. That's both new and current school administrative staff, meaning existing users will no longer have their access automatically extended. The only exceptions for this are administrators who already have AP course audit access or AP registration ordering access. These users will not need to enter an access code specifically for score reports, as their course audit and AP registration ordering access will grant them automatic access to score reports. One related note, there is no action to take right now, as current access for school administrators will not expire until August 1st.
Good to know. And what about AP teachers?
Good question. Teachers do not have to take any action here. Their access is granted annually through AP course audit.
I like the sound of that. That sounds easy. And so for those who need it, how is the access code being distributed?
Well, for the upcoming 2023-24 school year, College Board will be emailing access codes in the last week of July. That email will go to AP coordinators and principals listed on their school's participation form. Codes should be distributed to all current and new users at the beginning of the new school year. And if a school wishes to share school-level access to someone like a dean, department chair, or other administrator, no problem. The principal or AP coordinator can simply share the access code. It is good for up to 15 uses at the school and grants access from August 1st through July 31st of the following year. There are no changes to how district administrators gain access to score report.
Okay, so thank you for bringing that up. Access for district administrators is a little different. So some district administrators do not currently have access to AP score reports for educators, access to AP course audit, or access to AP registration and ordering. If that is the case, those district administrators will need to have their district superintendent reach out to AP Services for Educators to add or update users. It is very important that district administrators have a College Board professional account that is linked to their district email, and that should be linked prior to their superintendent requesting access. District access is also renewed on an annual basis. Access runs from August 1st through July 31st of the following year.
Very good, Derek. I can tell you did a little summer reading.
Just trying to keep up, Alice. Keeping up with you is not easy.
Let's see how up to date you are. Are you familiar with the change in the release schedule of AP score reports?
I am. I might have said that a little too confidently. I'm sure you can talk to this in much greater detail than me, please.
Yes, this is great news. I'm happy to share. Some educator reports are being released earlier than in the past. So the instructional planning reports, organization score roster, and summary reports will be available on July 5th, along with the subject score roster and the student score report, which have always been released on day one.
That is awesome. Earlier access to score reports is always appreciated by our colleagues. Hey, Alice, one other point that is probably good to mention for our specific audience of AP coordinators is this. The access code for AP score reports is a different access code than the one for AP registration and ordering because
they are two different online platforms, and the codes grant different levels of permissions for accessing data. So if you are someone with access to AP registration and ordering, this automatically grants you access to AP score reports. You will not have to enter a second access code for score reporting. You will only need to apply your access code for AP registration and ordering one time to get access to both tools. However, if there is someone who should only have access to AP score data and not AP registration and ordering, then they should use the access code specific to AP score reports.
Whew, that is that is a lot of good information. I may have to rewind and listen to this episode again to make sure I didn't miss anything, maybe even at 1.5 speed for efficiency purposes. Hey, Alice, thank you. Thank you so much once again for joining our podcast and sharing the latest from AP Score Reports.
You are welcome. And thanks to all the AP coordinators for making testing season go so smoothly. It was a great year for the AP program. And hopefully we'll celebrate with many listeners at the AP annual conference.
I'll be there. And Alice, I'll finally get to see you again in person as well. It's been a while.
It's been way too long. I'll see you there, Derek.
And everyone, thanks again for listening in. We'll be back soon with some exciting live content from the AP Annual Conference in Seattle. We have some big plans. It's going to be highly coordinated. Thanks again, everyone. We'll talk with you soon.
Coordinated is presented by the AP program and the AP Coordinator Experience team. If you have a quick moment, please check the show notes for a link to complete a quick listener survey to let us know how we're doing. We'd love to hear from you. As always, we thank Jackie Ray for our theme song, Good as Gold. Jackie is a former AP Music Theory student at Oakton High School in Vienna, Virginia. Additional vocal support by me, Carly Suge, AP Coordinator at Costa Mesa High School in Southern California.
AP coordinators, we cannot say it enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you, and for all your support of AP students, you are truly good as gold.
And maybe I just so. I'm good as gold.